My family wrecked my wedding day. I got married to my partner, DH, in a small ceremony and reception in our backyard. We are middle-aged, second marriage for both. A simple affair, but almost every guest was traveling from the Midwest, where I'm from, or from within our state, but traveling hours to join us. We live in a fairly remote part of a geographically diverse state, so a 120-mile journey takes upwards of 5 hours. Obviously, we were very excited that my parents and one of my 6 siblings came out for the wedding. My parents already had a visit planned, so we scheduled the wedding for when they were going to be here. My sister decided to come as well a couple weeks before. I made hair and makeup appointments with my regular stylist for myself, mom, and sister. First appointment was at 10. I'd be going last, so I was home getting our house ready until noon. When I got to the salon, my stylist said my mom and sister had already left. Okay, kind of weird. I was hoping we'd spend the time together. We live almost 2,000 miles apart, and I guess I hadn't thought that they would ditch me for the day. I get back to my house around 3, where there's still a lot to be done. Photographer coming at 4:30. At around 3:30, I'm freaking out trying to get everything ready. So I text my family, ask where they are, I need help. This was all outlined long before the day, that my mom, sister, and I would get our hair and makeup done, and then they and my dad would help doing final party preparations. The wedding was maybe 20 guests, and very low-key, so I hadn't considering getting a wedding planner to help with things like getting ice in coolers, setting up the bar, etc. But it turned out that my mom, dad, and sister went to a fancy lunch an hour away, and had just gotten back to their rental at 3:30, where they were getting ready. So I run around doing all the last-minute party things. People start showing up. I am sweating off my makeup and wondering WTF I did to make them ditch me all day. Parents and sister finally show up to help at 4:15. At first, I'm relieved BC now I have 10 minutes to write my vows and get dressed before the photographer arrives. Then I look at my mom. She's wearing a knee-length cream lace dress with brown, tall boots. I'm also intending to wear a knee-length cream lace dress with my cowboy boots. She knew this. I'd sent pictures of my entire look on me. My sister had gotten the same pictures. She knew what I was wearing for my wedding, and what my mom intended to wear. In fact, I sent them photos of a few dresses I was deciding between. All but one of the 8 I considered were knee-length cream lace. When I said, "Why are you wearing a white dress?" she replied, "It's cream, not white." So I said, "Yeah, mine too." By then I was full-on crying, said I was just going to wear a different dress I had BC. I did not want to be twinning with my mother at my wedding. My dad eventually took her back to their rental to change. They returned about an hour later. The rental was 5 minutes away. I probably just should have shut my mouth and worn a different dress. Neither one of my parents spoke to me that night except to say goodbye. My sister stepped up and at least helped throw trash away, clear the food table, pass out cake. But I cannot get past the fact that she, a 35-year-old, did not tell my mother that she could not wear a dress nearly indistinguishable from mine. The following day, my parents hosted brunch for my friends who came from the Midwest and AMP, my new mother-in-law and sisters-in-law. It was nice, but my mom would not speak to me, and my dad just seemed annoyed and pissed. Classic Irish Catholic passive aggression. We, DH and AMP-I, came back to my family's rental that evening to watch a football game. The entire evening was awkward AF. We left shortly after the game ended. My mother hugged me and started hitting me hard on my upper back and neck, right where I have chronic pain from multiple brain surgeries. It was so clear what she was doing that I said, "Why are you hitting me?" She didn't respond, and AMP went to her bedroom and we sprinted out of there. I'm still so upset. It's been over a month, and I'm having anxiety dreams about my family messing with whatever event I'm trying to pull off in my dreams. And dreams with flashbacks to my childhood, where I was never good enough BC, I wasn't a jock. My life is finally wonderful. After a decade-long abusive marriage, a rare brain disease, 5 brain surgeries, and developing a chronic illness as a result. My now husband and I stumbled into each other, and we've built a glorious life together. But all I can remember from our tiny wedding is how hurt I am by my biological family. The thought of even a holiday gift exchange makes me sick. I'm just so mad at them. I can't find any reason for their behavior other than, best case, not considering me at all on my wedding day, and worst case, they really wanted to hurt me. They've succeeded. I was really genuinely happy for the first time in my 42 years. They destroyed my wedding day weekend with their behaviors. And a few weeks later, I'm thinking they've destroyed their relationship with me.